Get more on this from George Friedman, who's the founder and chairman at Geopolitical Futures and a strategist on international affairs. He joins us now live from Austin, Texas. George, appreciate you being with us. I want to jump right into this. The reason that Turkey is pushing for this operation now is because the safe zone agreement was delayed. And in fact, we saw the Manbij roadmap suffer a similar fate. Why are these agreements not implemented in a timely manner?
Well, because these are complex issues. There are issues on both sides and also politics in both countries. I think the issue is not why those weren't agreed to, it's how we got to the point where the United States has made this concession to Turkey. And I think it's a very important moment in history because at this point the United States has acknowledged Turkey as a major power and is seriously trying to resurrect the alliance. So I think that's what we should be focused on.
As you mentioned, the U.S. has recognized Turkey's legitimate security concerns. One way to establish that, though, would be pressuring the YPG to step away from the Turkish border and take back their weapons. Could the U.S. not convince the YPG to comply with some sort of version of that?
Well, I mean, we can always take a look at what else the United States can do. I think what has to be viewed is what the United States did do. It pulled its own forces out. And now Turkey can carry this out. And now Turkey has to demonstrate that it will provide security for the people that the United States has withdrawn from. In other words, we have made a concession in the United States, and it's a significant one, and it recognizes the fundamental needs of Turkey. That we did not do it in the full sense that Turkey may have wanted is not the essence. Now the question is how well this military operation unfolds and how safe the people are who will become under Turkish control.
So I want to pivot for a second. President Trump says President Erdogan will visit the White House in November. The invitation, of course, though, was made amid backlash from Republicans. What's your take on Trump's decision?
Well, he clearly has come under extremely heavy pressure from both his party and the Democrats. And this has to be understood in Ankara, which I'm sure it is, that he has made a move that's not particularly popular here. But he made the move. And this opens the door. My view of this is that it follows a policy that Trump has had from the beginning, which is to limit military involvement. We did not go into Korea. We did not go into Iran after the bombing of the Saudi refinery. He's tried to withdraw from Afghanistan. His view is that excessive exposure for military combat is not in the American interest. And this follows from that. Now, it all doesn't happen automatically, but it has to be remembered that there's a great deal of opposition to what he's doing, and his willingness to meet with President Erdogan is extremely important. So there's a split in the United States over this issue, and it is still going ahead. And this, I think, is what I hope Turkey appreciates about the situation.
What about Russia and Iran in this scenario? Do you think that they would endorse Turkey's military move, in your opinion?
I think both Russia and Iran want to see conflict and tension between the United States and Turkey. It's in both of their interests that this be going on. I think they are not going to welcome this concession by the United States because, look, there is a treaty between the United States and Turkey, NATO, but there's also 3/4 of a century of alliance, back from when we blocked the Soviet Union, when U.S. troops were fighting in Korea, and Turkish troops were there as well. This is an old alliance that became under hard times. The Russians and the Iranians like the fact that there is tension. The Americans have an interest in reducing that tension with Turkey because Turkey is a historic foundation of our regional interests.
George Friedman, really appreciate your thoughts, and thanks for being with us.